Conquer laziness with Stoic wisdom. 1. Choose to act with purpose. Throughout the pages of history, few voices speak as clearly about living with intention as that of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who also happened to be one of Stoicism's greatest thinkers. When he warns us about the seductive pull of laziness, he is not merely wagging a finger, he is offering a very practical antidote. Remind yourself why you want to act in the first place. Picture yourself at an intersection. One road is well paved with comfort, streaming movies, endless scrolling, and procrastination. The other demands effort, yet it leads to the destinations you genuinely care about, perhaps mastering a new language, finishing a degree, building a business, or becoming a kinder friend. Aurelius tells us to keep that destination in view. The clearer we can make the picture of a fulfilling future, the harder it is for idleness to turn our head. Stoic thought insists that our deeds mirror our deepest values. If we claim that growth, kindness, and contribution matter to us, then the only honest course is to behave in ways that confirm those claims. Instead of defaulting to whatever feels easiest, we deliberately pick tasks that align with the person we want to be. For instance, if community service is one of your values, saying yes to a weekend volunteer shift, even when your couch looks inviting, reinforces your identity as a helper and undercuts the power of laziness. Adding a sense of purpose to everyday chores also works wonders. Folding laundry may seem mundane, but when you reframe it as an act of caring for yourself or your family, it suddenly gains meaning. That spark of meaning is like turning on a light in a dim room, the shadows of inertia recede. A practical way to install this principle is to pause at the beginning of a task and ask, how does this connect to my larger aims? That 10-second check-in realigns your mind with your goals and transforms what felt like a boring obligation into a step on a meaningful journey. Over time, these micro-reflections build a habit of purposeful action, making it increasingly difficult for laziness to gain a foothold. 2. Strengthen yourself with discipline. If Marcus Aurelius reminds us to fix our eyes on worthy objectives, Seneca, the statesman, playwright, and fellow Stoic, gives us the tools for marching steadily toward them. His preferred tool is discipline. Where many people hear that word and picture punishment, Seneca invites us to see discipline as creative power, similar to a sculptor's chisel turning raw marble into a statue. Envision the daily tug-of-war, comfort whispers, hit the snooze button, while your long-term goals ask you to get up for an early workout or study session. Seneca argues that a thoughtfully designed routine, followed consistently, tips that contest in your favor. A written schedule, for example, eliminates the morning debate over whether to exercise. The decision has already been made on paper. In other words, routine operates like the autopilot of an airplane. Once said, it keeps you on course even through patches of turbulence, those moments when laziness feels most persuasive. Seneca also points out that discipline reaches beyond immediate discomfort. The discomfort of sticking to a budget, attending a difficult meeting, or practicing an instrument pales in comparison to the deeper satisfaction of financial stability, professional integrity, or artistic mastery. Discipline is a bridge connecting present effort with future reward. Think of an archer holding her stance despite strong winds. She does not complain about the gusts, she accounts for them. Similarly, disciplined individuals anticipate obstacles, fatigue, distraction, unexpected errands, and set up guardrails such as time blocks, accountability partners, or pre-packed gym bags. These small preparations reduce friction and keep the arrow aimed at the target. As weeks turn into months, disciplined actions weave themselves into your identity. You stop saying, "I'm trying to write," and start saying, "I'm a writer." That shift is powerful. When a behavior becomes part of who you are, laziness feels like a betrayal of self rather than a harmless indulgence. Putting it all together. Purpose gives you the destination, discipline supplies the vehicle. Begin each day by briefly visualizing the life you want, healthy, skilled, reliable, compassionate. Then rely on structured habits to move toward that vision, one deliberate action at a time. The more often you practice this duo, the more natural it becomes, until momentum itself carries you forward. Incorporate reflection checkpoints, weekly journals, evening reviews, or conversations with a mentor, to confirm that your actions still match your values. If they drift, adjust either the routine or the underlying goal. Flexibility keeps the system honest, and honesty keeps laziness at bay. May Marcus Aurelius remind you why you start, and may Seneca show you how to continue. With purpose lighting the path and discipline powering your steps, the grip of idleness loosens, and what once felt like a chore transforms into a meaningful journey marked by steady progress and lasting fulfillment. Patterns of behavior that propel you forward even when the whispers of laziness attempt to slow your pace are essential for navigating life's challenges. These habits, much like the currents of a river, guide you toward your goals with consistent force. Incorporating Seneca's wisdom into daily life requires intentional effort, a conscious commitment to shaping routines, and embracing discomfort to build discipline. By fostering resilience, you tap into a wellspring of inner strength that empowers you to overcome laziness grip. Number 3 emphasizes cultivating mindful reflection as a transformative practice, akin to a lantern illuminating the path to defeating idle temptations. In the rich tapestry of philosophical thought, Epictetus, revered Stoic philosopher, offers guidance on conquering laziness. His teachings urge you to engage in mindful introspection, treating it as a sanctuary for self-reflection. Imagine standing at the edge of a precipice where laziness' siren song beckons you into its comforting embrace. Here, Epictetus' wisdom resonates, emphasizing the power of self-awareness and contemplation to dismantle laziness' shackles and awaken your higher purpose. The Stoic sage advocates for a journey of mindful reflection, envisioning it as a mental mirror that reveals the ripple effects of your choices. As you navigate life's landscapes, consider the consequences of idleness, whether a stalled project, missed opportunities, or strained relationships, unveiling truths hidden beneath the surface. This practice serves as a reality check, reminding you of your aspirations and the potential pitfalls laziness may introduce. Just as a lighthouse warns sailors of treacherous shores, mindful reflection acts as a beacon guiding you toward proactive action. Integrating this practice into your life demands a conscious commitment, regularly dedicating moments to quiet contemplation. Allow your thoughts to traverse the realms of your aspirations and relationships, nurturing the art of mindful reflection to cultivate a reservoir of motivation, an inner fire that fuels your resolve to align choices with your higher self. Number 4 highlights the wisdom of task deconstruction, exemplified by Confucius, the ancient Chinese sage. His philosophy, a guiding light for those seeking to break free from laziness constraints, advocates for breaking tasks into manageable steps. Visualize this process as a tapestry, each step intricately woven to achieve meaningful results. Confucius teaches that even the most daunting challenges can be conquered through careful dissection of tasks, empowering you to navigate them with precision. As you stand at the crossroads where laziness casts its seductive veil over your intentions, the echoes of Confucius' wisdom remind you that mastery lies in breaking down obstacles into achievable components. Treat this approach as a masterful dismantling, disarming the overwhelming nature of a task and enabling you to confront it with clarity and purpose. When faced with a seemingly insurmountable task, it's wise to follow the trail of Confucius's advice, deconstruct it into manageable portions. This philosophy is akin to constructing a puzzle, where each piece, when meticulously assembled, contributes to the grand picture. Breaking tasks into bite-sized steps transforms the intimidating into the attainable, reducing the weight of the task and cultivating a sense of progress. As you complete each smaller step, you experience a surge of accomplishment that fuels your motivation to move forward. Incorporating this technique into your life involves a deliberate shift in perspective. When confronted with a daunting task, embrace the role of a task architect. Delve into the intricacies and identify the components that can be tackled one by one. By adopting this approach, you empower yourself to confront laziness head-on, armed with the knowledge that even the most colossal challenge can be conquered step by step. Drawing profound inspiration from historical role models, we find a remarkable strategy for navigating the treacherous waters of laziness. Delve into the reservoir of wisdom left by these remarkable souls and allow their stories to serve as beacons of motivation, guiding you toward conquering inertia and ascending toward excellence. Imagine standing at the crossroads where the allure of laziness threatens to sway your resolve. In these crucial moments, the philosophy of seeking inspiration from role models comes to life. This philosophy recognizes the transformative power of emulation. Picture this approach as a journey, pilgrimage of the mind and spirit that transports you to the epochs of history where diligent individuals carved their legacy through dedication and unwavering effort. The annals of history hold a treasure trove of role models, individuals who exemplify the virtues of diligence, perseverance, and hard work. Among these luminaries, historical philosophers stand tall as paragons of inspiration. Envision yourself in the company of Socrates, the sage of Athens, whose relentless pursuit of wisdom symbolizes the triumph of intellect over adversity, or consider Aristotle, whose industriousness and insatiable curiosity led him to become one of history's most influential thinkers. Through the eyes of historical philosophers, you witness the triumphs and tribulations of their journeys. You glimpse the pages of their lives, each one etched with lessons of resilience and dedication. By studying their teachings and delving into their experiences, you breathe life into their legacy and weave their wisdom into your own narrative. As you immerse yourself in the lives of these historical luminaries, their dedication and perseverance become a mirror, reflecting your own potential for greatness. Their stories become a bridge between eras, connecting their triumphs with your aspirations. Let their example fuel the fire within you, a fire that fuels your resolve to overcome laziness and strive for excellence. Incorporating this philosophy into your life involves a conscious effort to delve into the lives and teachings of historical figures, read their writings, explore biographies, and allow their narratives to shape your perspective. By forging a connection with these role models, you anchor yourself to a lineage of resilience and determination, a lineage that emboldens you to face challenges with courage and conviction. To transcend the allure of laziness and chart your course toward exceptional achievements, draw inspiration from the timeless wisdom of historical role models. May their stories offer you comfort and fortitude as you navigate the challenges ahead. Let their unyielding spirit serve as a beacon, guiding you through the maze of complacency and motivating you to reach new heights of success. By forging a legacy that resonates through the annals of time, you can unlock the limitless possibilities that lie within you. Through their invaluable lessons, you can illuminate your journey with the luminous light of historical insight.